My name is Anya Brass, and this is me. As a 3-year-old who was fortunate enough to grow up in a society where all I had to worry about was my happiness and whether school was going to be canceled the next day because of snow. The people and the friendships I surround myself with allowed me to thrive by giving me all the necessities that I needed and so much more. But was this lifestyle I was given actually a curse? Was the lifestyle of treating me as any other normal American child actually taking away from my childhood experience? It wasn't until I was on the top of the treacherous Stanley Mountain Canyon that I came to this realization. I was just about to finish my senior year of high school, graduate, go into the new world of college, and I just wanted something new. I wanted less technology, less materialistic things, and to have a completely change of lifestyle. Thus, while looking after the picturesque mountaintops, the trees seemed to speak to me a word that would completely change my life after the year 2017. That word being essentials. While I had this 6-mile hike all the way back down the mountain, I just completely delved into what this word would mean to me for the next few months coming forward. I ended up spending a day, a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, a whole entire month just focusing on this word until I came to the realization that the word essentials literally means to live off the basics of life, to go back to what nature gave us before all the technology and just to live off what life gave us. Thus, the world is so big and it focuses so much on efficiency and glam and fortune and just so much more than what we really need. And I want to take a step back and look at it from just the perspective of what I needed. So I packed my bag and I ended up descending into the Rocky Mountain National Forest with my fire starter, some food and some water, and just spent an entire week out there. While I was out there, I spent numerous nights underneath the stars. And while I was looking at the stars, I came to the realization that living essentially doesn't have to be as drastic as taking time and going out and living in the nature. You can just do it by simply changing small habits in your life. So when I returned from the Rocky Mountains, I ended up changing a lot of my habits. I began eating cleaner, I opted outside rather than staying inside on my phone, and I also became more energy efficient. I ended up becoming more sustainable and just living a more eco-friendly lifestyle. In the midst of me doing this, I ended up disconnecting from my phone. And that was crazy for me to be able to put my phone down and optionally go outside rather than sit inside and text my friends the entire time. So even though I was opting outside, I would still check my phone every single day and I would check the computer and I would watch my favorite TV shows, but I would go outside and live a lifestyle I wanted to live and meet so many new people that were also living that lifestyle. While I was outside meeting new people, I ended up meeting Steffi Rilberg. She's right there. And she introduced to me a summer camp that I had no idea would change my entire perspective of life. So this summer camp was called Camp Chief Ouray. It was located actually in the Rocky Mountains, and she basically told me that, it talked about going back to the basics and like teaching kids how to live off the basics, and that completely just changed my mindset, and I knew I had to apply. So after going weeks and weeks of interview processes, resume changes, I ended up getting the job and going in for 3 months of my entire life and spending it with these kids. And when I went there, I was already mentally so strong, and I ended up changing the lifestyle of children and also changing my lifestyle to become more essentially and just to become more living off the basics of life. And I met some pretty cool people on the way. So when I came back after the 3 months, I ended up continuing this lifestyle and buying more vegan products. I also ended up trying to become vegetarian for a week. Didn't really work out because I really like chicken, but I'm still trying. So altogether, the one word essentials that spoke to me ended up making me disconnect from the internet-driven world, which ended up making me a lot happier and a lot more confident in myself and making my mental stamina grow so much more. So this is me as a 3-year-old who had no idea that life was going to take her in an internet-driven world. And this is me now as an 18-year-old who just loves life and found her word that changed her entire life. Thank you.